My channel I'm Coaching Center. Today I'm going to explain your 10th standard science chapter 9 Heredity and Evolution Part-2 video. So next topic is speciation. So we have seen some microevolution, the evolution that we can't see, evolution that happens in small it happens, but this cannot be explained. So the beetles, as we did their beetles are divided into two populations. We divided there, so we can call them as independent species. Two independent species we can call them as. So imagine a beetles are in mountain range. So the population of them increases as they are living there, and some beetles are living in leaves, and some beetles living in leaves. They are living in leaves. What happens means, there will be subpopulation. We can call there will be subpopulation. They are living in the mountains and range, but they are living in the leaves, and they will be living there only. But subpopulation, they will be meet once a male and female beetle meets and reproduces the subpopulation species reproduction. So they are subpopulation beetles beetle population beetle. Why means, because their both parents and mother are from different places. So, and think some or shifted to other places. If they are shifted to other places, also they also meet the other population and they also reproduce with other populations beetle. They also reproduce with other population beetle, and the genes will be changed in that new population. There will be change in genes. This happens with two subpopulation. As I said, subpopulation means the two other places beetles come with each other. So this happens. Cannot live Subpopulation cannot live for more years. Or live there. There will be changes in them, and there will be changes in them. So let's take an example like some species, or some crows are eaten by eagle in one place, and they are subpopulation crow subpopulation crow. So in other place there are high number of crow. They are not eaten because they are high number. that only, as we took example of beetle, like that only the beetle beetle subpopulation beetle subpopulation also differ differ in different places. They also differ in different places, and also they differ, and also there will be different beetles in different DNA or chromosomes. DNA has the chromosomes, I said, has the chromosomes think when the female beetle meet the red or green male beetle. The green beetle will meet only the green female beetle will meet female. If it meet red beetle, there will be different reproduction, because red beetle belongs to there will be change in the beetle, because red beetle are different and green beetle are different. So next is evolution and classification. Next topic is evolution and classification. So it should meet only green beetle only, that time they will produce the green, otherwise there will be some changes in the beetle. Organisms, we group them and study them. You all know organisms, we group them and study them. And study them. As you all know, we group the organism and then we'll study. Plant does photosynthesis. It is their characteristic. Plant does photosynthesis. It is their characteristics. Characteristics or details appeared. The details we get appeared on their behavior. The details we get. Now consider the bacteria. There are different organisms like bacteria, unicellular organisms and other organisms are present in our environment. So what means, consider you and your sister are there. So the first generation of your family is your ancestor. No, your ancestors is your first generation, and the second generation maybe your parents, cousin, sister, etc. Parents and the ancestor, their parents and other will come for first generation, and second generation second generation maybe your grandparents maybe your second generation. They will come to your second generation, because after your ancestor only they will come. So like this only there will be evolution and relationship in every organism or every species in this environment. That only we can group the species and their ancestors from which they have came. Tracing evolutionary relationship different organisms may be similar because of their because of their common ancestors. They may have common ancestors. Because of that, they maybe have similar uh, things they may have. Like take an example. Take the limbs of mammals, reptiles, and other and birds and other amphibians. So they have similar limbs. They have you want a you told me, I will say they have similar limbs, and they have not just a similar limbs, but they have different different function of various vertebrata. Homologous character, homologous character, that is their characteristics help us to understand us about them. We will understand us about them for 1 minute. You can see the limbs of the frog, lizard, bird, human beings. Homologous organ means they have similar characteristics, and so they have similar characteristics. So we can call them as homologous organs or homologous characteristics they have. What do we think about? What do we think about? Think about wings of birds, birds' wings, bat, and amphibians. About their wings, what do we think? That let us let us see the let us see the birds of see the wings of the birds and bat. Birds and bat both are similar. They both are similar. They look 1 minute. I will show you how. Yeah, they both look similar. So we can say that as analogous organ, analogous characteristic or organ, we can say them. So don't forget, they will ask the difference between homologous and analogous characteristics. So here is the homologous characteristics and here is analogous. So don't forget to read this. They will ask the difference. So fossil fuels. So as you know, if a body dies and if we put it in the mud, then it decomposes. We all know decomposes. But sometimes some part of body does not get decomposed. It is stayed in environment. If a insect is put into is is put into hot mud, so it will not decompose. It will make the x-ray make that hard and make its impression and it is preserved later. Then this is called fossil fuels. They call it as fossil fuels. Evolution in stages. As you all know, the evolution happens in each stage. There will be different structure of eyes to different organisms. So for an octopus or any other animals Birds and other animals have the eyes suitable for them, that is suitable for them, at how it is suitable for them, and that shape the eyes will be there. Also, a change can be useful for later the change can be useful. So for example, the dinosaurs have wings. Dinosaurs has wings, but they they can't use it. They did not use it. Did not used it. They did not easily used it. But now the birds are using that wings and flying. Like that only, the fossil fuels tells us about how much old does that does does it was, how much old that organism was, or the on what was that. It will tell us. From many years, human has started producing human has started producing cabbage, and now there are different cabbages like broccoli and broccoli broccoli, cauliflower and many more cabbages were came now. But that time there was only one cabbage, but now broccoli, cauliflower, they are also the species of they are belongs to cabbage only. Of the evolution of wild cabbage, there are different types of wild cabbage. So let's come to the next topic. Evolution should not be equated with progress. It should not be equated with progress. That is our next topic. So there are different branches at each position, different branches at each process. Each process there are different branches. A new species has found. So it is found. So it is. If you think that a new species found, so it is not necessary that old species will exist. Old species will exist, like the beetle example. The brown beetle may species or red beetle species may vanish away. So it is there is no necessary. Also know both human beings and chimpanzees have human beings and chimpanzees have common characteristics. Evolution means the generation of diversity diversity or change in diversity. Evolution means human evolution, how humans evoluted. So let's come to the human evolution. So there was skin race at that time. You may know about that. So this is somewhere yellow, somewhere somewhere black, white. So the major question is have these apparent groups evoluted differently, means they were born differently or they are different. The major question that was at that time. The answer is God. been got in the few years, got in the few years, in the few years. What is that? Few years ago. What is that means? All the humans are one. All the human beings are one. All the human beings. All the human beings are one. So this is because what happened means because some of the ancestors left Africa. They left Africa and came to other places, Africa, America, etc., places, America, and other places. They from there they came. So the color of the human beings became different. Human beings are different. You can see some are black, some are white. This is because their ancestor may be from some other place, or it may be their color. We can't say it like that because it may be their colors. So this was your chapter edit and edition. So I explained all the topics of this chapter. So like the video, comment on video, and subscribe my channel because this is for more video. I will explain the next topics in my next video. Till then, take care and have a nice day, friends. Bye, friends.